People try not to look at a homeless person as they try to avoid problems, failure, and unpleasant things in life. You cannot blame them for this, since we all strive for the best, but every person sees the best in different ways. Some of them only see what is pleasant for themselves. Other people try to take part in the process of changing their lives for the best. Jose Antonio, a Spanish homeless man from Palma de Mallorca who had been wandering the streets for 25 years, happened to meet one of these wonderful people. People in the neighborhood called him the Spirit of the Square, as he most often lived in the central square of the city and helped people park their cars. But what happened before that? Jose was once an excellent electrician, but his health started to fail. He started to have leg problems and issues with his eyes. It became difficult for him to get up to work every morning. The man gradually fell into depression. He was fired from his job. There was nothing to pay for his house. Unfortunately, Jose also lost his home. He had to adapt to life on the street, without water, electricity, and the ability to cook food for himself. This was at the age of 30, but who said that at 55 you can't change your life for the better? Even when living on the street, he tried keeping fit as much as possible and continued dreaming of a better life. The man went to bed around 10 p.m. and always got up at 8 a.m. Although not often, he took some time to clean his clothes and wash. He understood that he was not able to change his life, but at least he wanted to make it more convenient. Many people, seeing Antonio's sufficient neatness and kindness, did not shy away from shaking his hand or exchanging a few words. With his fame, lack of criminal inclinations, and desire for order, Jose attracted the local owner of the beauty salon La Salveria, which was run by Salvo Garcia. For many years, he had tried unsuccessfully to bring the Spirit of the Square to a hairdresser. Once again, he approached Jose Antonio and offered him a complete transformation of his appearance, and suddenly the homeless man agreed. He hoped that a complete change in appearance would have a positive effect on his life. The owner of the salon suggested getting a modern haircut. Tidying up his beard and eyebrows was completely free. The salon, La Salveria, would soon be celebrating being open for 3 years, and Salvo Garcia wanted to do something unexpected and wonderful. He decided to make a film about how a person enters a new life. The homeless man looked at himself in the mirror and absolutely could not remember the last time he combed his hair or shaved his beard. His head and beard were thoroughly washed with shampoo, then dried. After that, the transformation process began. A stylist and hairdresser worked with him. The trimmed hair was put in a bun, from which the stylist began to create a hairstyle. It took almost 2 hours. After that, Jose's measurements were taken and people were sent to the store to buy clothes and shoes for him. The transformation process at this time went even further. Salvo decided to tidy up Jose's beard himself. It was not easy, but the professional specialist did it. For a complete makeover, Salvo's team dyed the homeless man's gray hair black. His eyebrows were lined up. All transformations took place in front of the mirror, closed with special shutters. Jose wanted to see himself as a different person after all these procedures without considering the intermediate changes. When everything was ready, the man was offered a new branded shirt and trousers. After that, the owner of the salon himself opened the mirror in front of Jose. My God, the first reaction of the transformed person was, he looked 20 years younger. Jose was shocked and there were tears in his eyes. He looked in the mirror and kept repeating, "No, I am not Jose Antonio. Even if I say who I am, no one will recognize me." This was incredible. Change a person completely in just a few hours? He walked down the street, went to a cafe where he ordered beer for many years. His old friend the waiter did not recognize him right away. In the streets, people recognized him only after he introduced himself. The girls from the restaurant waved and gave him thumbs up. Familiar young guys seeing Jose clapped and smiled. One of his old friends just came up and hugged him warmly, having heard the joyful story. The man was happy to be the center of everybody's attention. This added lightness in his soul and straightened his shoulders. He sat in his old place on the square, but he looked completely different. His story went viral. Several companies offered him rent until he found a good job. The people called the man the Spanish Hugh Jackman, but he was interested in normal work more than in fame. He met a sponsor who paid for the operation to remove cataracts from his eyes. Now he sees well and he is happy with his new life. When the youthful impulses passed, he decided to bring himself more in line with his age. Antonio dyed his hair natural gray and shaved off his beard. With his hair gray, people gave their friend a new name, Jose Clooney, as he looked like the famous American actor. While the man works part-time in the parking lot and lives in a comfortable dormitory, he never stops looking for a permanent job. The man is sure that the owner of the beauty salon and other local residents really helped him get back to normal life and change his style. He is grateful to everyone who helped him.